Hi, and welcome to the APS Training Support video guide for bus emergency cleaning and sanitation. This guide is meant to show the steps that will be taken when transporting APS students during a minimal to moderate spread of a virus with low transmission rates. In this guide, you will learn how to load and unload students safely from a bus, how to clean your bus before and after students load, and how to assist students that may require more attention safely. Throughout this video, you will see 3 common items used to assist with the objectives of operator and rider safety. Those are E23 cleaner, shop towels, and hand sanitizer. Let's begin. Board and power on your bus so that you can log into your Synovia tablet and perform your mandatory pre-trip inspections. Notice the driver is wearing his mask before entering the bus. You must always wear your mask before entering a bus. Remember, if you have any issues to report on your pre-trip inspection or post-trip inspection, you must enter these issues on a Fleet Focus kiosk at Metro or Lakewood, and you can see the fleet mechanic at North Atlanta to enter a work order. At APS, every effort is made to make sure your bus is clean and sanitized every evening. Before your route, your responsibility is to confirm you have hand sanitizer, E23 disinfectant spray, and shop towels on board. If any of these items are missing, make sure you contact your supervisor or assistant supervisor for refills. Now we review the steps for PM, midday, or field trip runs. Buses are cleaned after use. However, you must make sure all your required supplies are aboard, such as E23 cleaner, shop towels, and hand sanitizer. Be mindful of the bus you're using may have been used on the previous trip that day, so we want to do our own simple wipe down to ensure rider safety. Sanitize all high-touch areas such as steering wheel, column shifter, control buttons, screens, seat belts, armrests, seat adjusters, radio knobs, MDT tablet, and rear view mirror grab handles. Spray E23 sanitizing the solution directly on the towel and wipe. Do not overspray. There is no need to fully saturate the towels. Do not spray directly on any electronics or the console. Once you have completed your wipe down, the driver should crack open slightly every second window on the bus and open the emergency roof hatches, depending on the weather conditions. This will allow for improved ventilation both parked and while transporting students. Here we see a bus driver who has just dropped off students for an event. In between drop-offs and pickup, the driver should perform any of the same functions discussed earlier. Sanitize all high-touch surfaces such as the steering wheel, column shifter, control buttons, screens, seat belts, armrest, seat adjusters, radio knobs, MDT tablet, and rear view mirror grab handles. Spray E23 sanitizing solution directly on a towel. Do not overspray. There is no need to fully saturate the towel. Now that we have seen how to prepare the bus for student travel, then let's look at loading and unloading the bus. When loading students onto a bus, it is required that you load students from rear to front. This will assist in maintaining social distancing. Please remember your first group of students will be pre-kindergarten through 2nd grade and may be apprehensive about riding in the back. During the loading process, notice the bus operator is wearing a face shield, which we distributed in August. Please note the face shield may be only worn when students are boarding a bus and may not be worn while operating the bus. As a reminder, masks are required at schools and on the school bus at all times. If a student boards a bus without a mask, ask the student to stop. If the student does not stop, do not grab them. Notify the student that masks are required at all times. The driver issues a mask to a student and asks them to put it on. The student puts the mask on and heads to their seat. Please note, if a student does not put the mask on, the driver does not intervene. For students requiring a bit more hands-on approach to loading a bus, it is the monitor's responsibility to wear appropriate PPE at all times. Monitors may wear face shields at all times. In some circumstances, it's highly likely some of our DSE students will not be wearing masks. Once your student is loaded, the monitor should then go back and sanitize all high-touch areas utilized to load the student. An example of these areas are handrails, lift rails, seat backs, and any other areas utilized. Anytime it is required to physically assist a student with loading a bus, The operator or monitor should practice good hand hygiene and sanitize immediately after assistance is given. We now move on to unloading students and cleaning procedures once your route is completed. When preparing to unload students either after a school day or a special trip, please remind students to make sure they have gathered all their belongings and where possible remind them they are to unload front to rear. This may not be possible during a normal drop-off at the end of the school day, but this should be practiced in instances where students are getting off the bus all at once, such as after a field trip or an athletic event. In either situation, you should encourage your students to practice social distancing while unloading. After inspection, the operator and monitor should discard all trash in order to make sure the bus is ready for its next trip. It is also required to walk the bus to look for any items that have been left behind or sleeping students. If any personal items are found, place them in a plastic bag and contact dispatch. If any sleeping students are left behind, please immediately contact dispatch. Once all items are picked up and trash removed, you will need to grab your E23 spray and walk the bus from back to front, lightly misting all seating surfaces. Do not wipe, as the sanitizing solution is most effective when the mist is allowed to sit. Next, move to the driver's cockpit and sanitize all high-touch areas. The areas include steering wheel, steering column, control buttons, screens, seat belts, armrests, seat adjusters, radio controls, tablets, rear view mirror, grab handles, and MDT tablet. Remember to never overspray and always spray a solution in your towel first and then wipe. After you're done, immediately wash your hands or sanitize your hands, then grab your personal belongings and exit the bus. You have successfully completed your bus's sanitation procedure. APS Transportation is committed to the safety and health of our employees. We make every effort to ensure our buses are sanitized after every AM, PM, and midday trip. After a trip, we defog each bus that has been used by our staff. This process is completed after each driver and monitor has completed their responsibility of cleaning and sanitizing their bus. Thank you for watching. The steps provided are intended as a guide to assist you in successfully transporting kids during times that may require a bit more attention to detail. For more information on these steps, please refer to the APS Bus Cleaning During a Pandemic document that will give you even more valuable information regarding operator, monitor, and student safety.